So let's fast forward into maybe about, I say we a week or two in. Everything's going good. Me and him are communicating this and that. We taking 400 out, getting good pictures, trying to get him used to us and being around us, you know, trying to figure out what he likes, the things that he likes to eat peanut butter and different things like that, play with toys. He'll let you know when he has to go outside. And we had him in our room, as y'all saw in some of the videos. We had him in our room just so he can get used to us. And my wife loved him instantly. They had a bond instantly, and everything was going good. So to give y'all time frame of what we were, this was around February. I said we picked him up late January, and early February, I know Houston, we had that winter storm. And at that time, I also had 3 different litters on the ground at that one time. So with the winter storm, we had a lot of backlash from it, meaning that a few complications came from the winter storm. We made it through the winter storm. We had to put, at one point we had to put the puppies in the car, turn on the heater, we put them like right there in the back with blankets around them, and turn on the car so they can stay warm. And of course we had to pull the car out of the garage. No, I think we opened the garage instead of backing out. Yeah, we opened the garage, put the puppies in the back. They were only what, maybe a few days old, not even a full week old yet. But we had to find a way to keep them warm, and we were actually able to keep them warm. And we still had more puppies on the way. I think that our first litter was born. It was Snow's litter, and we had to put them in the back seat or whatever just to keep them warm. I think I don't know if we put Snow in the back. We may have, but good thing we have a gas stove, so we turned the fires on, and I put like foil paper around the wooded what do you call it, counters and cabinets. I put foil paper around it just so it won't burn, and we left the heaters on, the burners on, and we wasn't able to light the stove or whatever, but we left the burners on, and was able to get the living room to like a good 70 to 75 degrees, and that's how we was able to survive the winter storm. So boom, we did that. But unfortunately, the winter storm came and it brought parasites. Our backyard was infected with parasites, and the water system and everything was contaminated with parasites. And so we weren't drinking the water, but the dogs, when they go outside, they was drinking the water. And also, for those of y'all who know, parasites live in dirt, in the grass and different things like that. So once all the ice melted and all of that, it was just, you know, unfortunately it was full of parasites. So the mom's going outside, drinking the water and all that, and then coming back in, nursing the puppies. And yes, we had dewormer. I think we used a triple wormer, or I think that's what it's called. But that wasn't strong enough, because it was like an infestation because of, you know, things that transpired as far as the winter storm is concerned. So we had to end up rushing the puppies to the vet, and they were asking us like, well, what kind of dewormer are y'all using? And I told them, and I showed them exactly what we're using. I was like, well, this is a good brand, and because I think it's like $30 a bottle or something like that. We try to use the best dewormers we can find, but unfortunately they informed us and told us that, well, the puppies they end up getting infested because of, you know, the whatever transpired inside of the soil. And so with them being so young, they wasn't able to fight it. They had end up getting the worms that hooks onto their blood system, and it was basically the worms. Some worms eat the food that's inside of the belly, and some of them drain them in different ways. These specific parasites that we had the problem with, I think they were hookworms, and they are the ones that suck on the blood. They attach themselves to like the blood system and drain them. And so 2 of the puppies had to get blood transfusions, and they say even with the blood transfusions, the puppies still may not survive. So we did everything we possibly could to keep them puppies alive, but unfortunately only, I think, 4 of those puppies made it. And then maybe about 2 weeks later, or 2 to 3 weeks later, we had another batch of puppies. from our other litters, from Queen, Diamond, and Jade. And this had to be like the end of February, early March when they came. I'm not sure exactly when they came, but the same problem came. We thought we was able to take care of it, but it was still very heavy in the backyard. And so they ended up having the same thing, and we took them to the vet to try to get help. But they were so young in the process to where, you know, it was pretty much nothing that the vet could do to save them. And we tried to try to deworm them, because we usually deworm them at a young age, but then again, it's only so much you can give them. And then the dewormer they were giving us is Panicure, and that's a very strong dewormer, not recommended for puppies. But because of the infestation, they prescribed those to us, so we was able to get some. But pretty much some of the puppies didn't make it. Queen's whole litter, only 2 survive out of that whole litter. Diamond's whole litter gone. Jay's litter, I think maybe 3 died, but we had a lot of puppies that didn't make it and from that time. And so this is the same time that we got 400. So what ended up happening is I contacted him and I let him know, like, hey, look, I got this situation going on with the puppy, so as far as sending you that other 2K, I'm gonna have to wait some time, because I got an emergency. I gotta take care of it, because we dang near can lose everything, and I got a lot of stuff invested, so I'd rather spend this to take care of that, and we'll work it out on the back end or whatever the case may be. And we had an agreement, had a contract, and so we had to work out details concerning the contract and everything. So we had to came to agreement that I was gonna pay a little bit more than the original $2,000 I was left. I was gonna pay a little bit more. I think I was gonna pay like another 500 or so, whatever the case was. And I really didn't care, because that wasn't even a lot to me at the time.